Let's get this mission. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Misfire with the drive impact. Goes for the fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Sticks the combo. Brushes off the impact. Throws him. What's next? Checks him with the projectile. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Knockdown. The air throw is smart, but out of reach. Recorder makes it hard to escape. What'll KO? Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Flicks out the blade to creep up. Parries takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Jumps in. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Quick charges forward. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Smart play with the throw. Going in. Good somersault kick. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Knockout and Sonic Boom. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Jumps! Wraps it up with a throw! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Let's loose a boom! Pokes with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Oh, could be the start of something. Solid anti-air! They just said, get that jumping out of here. This can lead to some big damage. Both up hits the drive. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Here comes raw super art incoming. Catches them into crossfire. Brings the best of style together for one lethal move. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? A real test of nerves here. Turns out. Oh, no. Bad news is on the way. Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out.
You're in my way.
They didn't take the throw? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Starts things off with a Trozum. Overdrive art gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Blocks the jump in. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Slight miscalculation on the air throw spacing. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The kick hits! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Checks him with the boom. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Shows the medium kick. Going in. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps. breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something. Both fighters have a full super meter off. This can lead to some big damage. Brushes that off and keeps going. Super art to show off what our PhD and fighters can do for you. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Jumps up. Medium kick. Player two sets up with the jump in. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Flash kick. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? The jump in is denied. Anticipated that throw. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Wall flat into the guard break. Medium kick into. Oh, they switch sides. Player two is in a very good spot now. Throws him. Oh, here we go. What are they gonna do? Impact squat. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh my God! What? The drive impact doesn't work. These fighters are swinging for. Yo, Rock! They are done. Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Well-timed corner switch. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. Knockdown. Sticks the jump in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Player one can't use any more drive without burning up, experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player one can't KO! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sonic boom! They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets the knockdown, and now, smart stuff poking at that range to zone the opponent. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player one will hit them with a stopping bomb. Spend it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats somersault kick for an all-out assault. Uses their drive gauge. Player two needs this and leads to some big damage. And they create an excellent block. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks the low kick. Player two needs to take advantage of it. Sets up with the jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. The low kick hits. Looking for a hole. The throw doesn't connect. There's a burnout. Player two gotta do better than that. Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we go. Quick medium poke. Uses their drive gauge. So fast on the air throw. What are they gonna do? Let's loose a boom. Player two can't win this without pulling the trigger. Kicks out a kick. What's that? Turns out. No, critical art now. What a finish. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.